Today I have a lot to uncover from all my Ultimate Team matches in Madden 25, and it's just about the gameplay in general, logic, metas, and much more. So here I am, up first, playing this guy that's running this bunch set, not the hardest to stop. I'm used to it, it's just the game chooses when my coverages wants to pick and choose when they want to play correctly and not. Now, unfortunately, on this play, he's just doing a simple cover 3 beater, streak with the posts. I mean, this has been in the game forever, but what happens next is like something that we had so much issues when College Football 25 released. And still to this day, this happens in Madden 25. So, it's the broken tackle issues. Of course, 2 opportunities I don't mind. But when you have a third chance to make a tackle, it's like, come on, bro. I have 3 guys and this dude is able to break tackles. Now, of course, I'm trying to user strip at the last chance, and that makes me have an opportunity to make a tackle. Like, out of those 3 guys, one of them or 2 of them that I had a chance to make a tackle user wise, it's just repetitive broken tackle animation. But yet I go to user strip and I have a more higher chance to make a tackle. That doesn't make sense to me. For me, that makes me struggle the most is when I can't get pressure with 4 down linemen compared to people that are able to get instant pressure, instant block sheds with, just 2 or 3 pass rushers. Now, I'm sitting in cover 2. He literally sat in this bunch offense the entire game. I do end up, I believe, losing this game because the simple fact I could not stop what he was doing, and also I couldn't get pressure. Now, he's going to motion his outside receiver, puts him on the hitch route. And I have a cloud flat cornerback playing it. Now, of course, I should have kept my left linebacker in the zone to cover it. But my left cornerback and my free safety would not cover the crossing route from Tyreek Hill. And because he has so much time for this play to develop, I mean, look at that. He's going to have a freebie. And he does this throughout the entire game in the red zone, and my guys just would not play it correctly. Now, here is another issue I face. A majority of people sit in the dollar defense. I keep calling it dollar defense. It's called different formations now, but it's basically dollar. And they will show blitz, which brings down their safeties to cover anything within short yardage like routes or running. But this is one issue I was having. It's like a loop blitz. So you guys see that the left linebacker is going to come over to the right and blitz to the gap where my right guard should be. Now, every time I slide protect or ID the mic, my blitz pickup never picks it up. So it goes to show that the pass blocking is still completely broken, even though it shows you the assignments that they're going to be taken on for blocking. But a lot of people have been doing this, especially when I got into the gauntlet game mode, and it's like very unblockable. So you see that number 70 is right there to block. He's not even in a double team block. He just lets him bypass him. And this was frustrating because, first off, I couldn't run the ball because when I'm under center and people still in that defense, they can just run command and stuff you. And then when you go to pass, it just makes it easier for them because all they gotta do is play pass, and you can't really throw the ball because you don't have the time to block. On top of that, you can't throw a short pass because you're going to throw a pick, and then you can't throw it deep because you don't have enough time. So this was very frustrating in the face. So once again, I'm in 5 wide, and look how he just comes over. Like, it didn't matter what I was doing. This was glitching my offensive line. And on top of that, when I tried to block a running back or so, I didn't have anybody open because it was just a basic cover 4 defense. But yet, because it's press safeties down, they're able to guard everything short. So I came to find out that this certain I formation that I've been running was very effective. Now, there's times where it's not effective against that defense, which makes no sense because, first off, there's supposed to be wear and tear. When people sit in a pass defense, they shouldn't be able to have instant sheds. So I have moments like this where my opponents can just shoot the gap because my fullback does not block them. There's times where my fullback does pick and choose when they do block effectively. But I have to just make user moves like this, slight movement, and I'm able to break free. Now, when I start running the ball a lot, I use multiple backs because how they get tired. But this, I found out it makes my opponent have to change up their defensive formation to try to stop this, which makes things a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to show a full gameplay video match in another video to showcase a big breakdown of me just running against people that do that meta defense and then they have to change it up, and how effectively I am to dominate against it. It took me a while to figure it out. Now, this next opponent had an amazing offensive scheme out of his trips. It was just basic. It was just a drag with a slot on the left side, double in route move, which is like a delayed drag, and then has a tight end pretty much running a post or a crossing route across the field. Given enough time, the tight end is always open. It's going to be any coverage for a deep play. So, there's, like I said, there's times where my coverages would pick and choose when they play correctly. I had put Sean Taylor in a yellow zone, and he jumps the route. For some reason, he backs away from jumping this route. And by the time I go to switch, because I anticipated him jumping the route, he ends up running away, and I'm just picking off behind him. So throughout this game, you guys are going to see that I'm going to simply adjust. But once again, my opponent is running the same defense that you guys saw a couple plays ago, where they're running the meta defense. Now, he didn't know how to run it effectively, but this time the left linebacker is blitzing to the left side, so it made things a little bit easier for me to make passes based off this, because just testing the user, and I have to throw it quickly to the streak route if I'm running for verticals or whatever the case may be. Now, here's another play that he was doing, which was glitchy. It was the same thing. He flipped it to either side, running the same exact play out of the trips, but when he motions that very inside receiver, he's doing like a post corner route, and that would be like cover 2 side. So you see how open he gets. The thing is, I'm in cover 3 cloud over, and basically the free safety is to cover anything going to that side of the field, and this should be an easy pick. Sean Taylor's going there. I go to user and it just flops me. Like, that is clearly not out of reach, but it is what it is. Like I said, there's moments like that. So what I had to do was pretty much flip the cover 3 cloud. So I had to make my left cornerback play cloud flat, free safety hover over to the left, strong safety hover over to the middle, man up the tight end on the right with my cornerback, man up the running back with my right linebacker, and then I'm covering the middle of the field with the drag. But then this leaves the double in route move to the left wide open, so I had to change up my slot cornerback to either play the man up or yellow zone. This time I put him in the yellow zone. My opponent's looking at the tight end, and he plays this perfectly. There's times where it didn't play perfectly, and he was able to beat me deep, throwing it to the tight end. But I end up coming back, and I end up having my guys play correctly finally, and I end up winning. So this time, he was just in 5 wide, but he had the fade streak. And look how Sean Taylor plays this in the cover 3 cloud. It makes no sense why they pick and choose when they're going to play correctly or not. Aside from the meta and all that good stuff, I'm still facing people that do this. Like, I shift my guys to the left and they run to the left. How many times is this going to happen, man? It happens literally every single match, and it's ridiculous. I try not to play man as much because how broken man defense is. But, when you have times like this, they play it perfectly, yet my opponent can still get bailed out. Like, come on now. Really? I hate when that happens. Now right here I'm playing press cover 3. I don't know if my cornerback got faked out, but he clearly does not go and play his zone assignment, as you guys see compared to the left side. My cornerback's playing deep. My right cornerback, I have no idea what happened. So he just gives up a post corner route. I mean, it's my fault too, but still I have moments like that. Right here, I am in goal line. I have a free touchdown on the left side. I'm doing the out route just because if I ran like a hitch or something, that far left player that's in man would pick it off every single time. Thing is, clearly I'm inbounds, right? Catch it inbounds. They don't call it a touchdown. I go to challenge the play. The challenge is locked. Like, how is that not? How is there nothing to challenge, right? Like, how is that possible? So I had to deal with that. That's a broken mechanic as it is. Right here, I shift my line to the right again, and my opponents run to the right. It's just little things like, man, it's like you play people that are terrible, but yet they get bailed out. You have coverage that you put your players in the right spot, but yet they pick and choose when they want to play correctly. It's ridiculous. Now right here, my opponent, 4th and 10. I was kind of frustrated that I gave up this, but at the same time, I got rewarded. So he gets hit stick from the back. Out of all the hit sticks I do in this game, probably the trashiest hit stick that I get, I end up causing a fumble. So he actually breaks it, and then he just flops and drops the ball. How does Madden dictate and pick and choose when they should fumble or not? Now, because it was 4th and 10, he should never pick this up. But the fact that he was able to, he should have got it. But then again, I get rewarded. Like, how does that happen? I don't know. So that kind of made me mad just for my opponent's sake. And then right here, play action fake. Clearly, I have my guy in the hard flats. I play cover 3 when it's tight, and I just shift my purple zones to hard flats. And my guys literally go to play hard flats, but they just sit there and wait for the route to develop, and then they let them catch it, and then they don't drop it, when they should just go ahead and jump the route and take it back for a pick 6. It's frustrating when that stuff happens. So this next play here, throwing it to the running back. My guy jumps the route in the deep blue, but yet the running back can make this catch. I mean, look at that. Really? Come on now, EA. It is just frustrating re-watching these clips. Not gonna lie. So, I'm in the box defense. My opponent has just been running stretch run the entire drive, and I figure I use the free safety to try to cover anything that he's running stretch run to. Right here, I go to shoot the gap. I'm stuck. I get automatically blocked. Like 42 just went straight through my linebacker to block me, and that's what made him being able to cut up through the gap and break free, because I got suctioned into a block. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for it for when it comes to signature animations, but this one with Pat Mahomes, bro, they done him dirty. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. More to come, more breakdowns, things of that sort. Until next time, I'll see you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.